If I knew that getting on the floor and just putting your hands up like this was gonna get you to the Olympics, I would have been there. I would have been there, done that like last year.
We sleep on the phone every night. Like,
take me back to my high school days.
That's how it feels. Like 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Like we're on the phone 24/7.
Tu ko faka sa sala mo faka piko.
Oh. Hey besties, welcome to the BF4REAL Podcast.
It's your girl, The Exclusive.
And it's your girl, Lose Baby.
And it's your girl, 11. Hello, y'all.
And we apologize.
It's been a little too long.
It's been a little bit too long.
Like 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Not you counting.
10 or 8, I'm not sure. But I think it's 10.
That sounds about right. Yeah, it's just been too long.
We just want to say we back.
And we're better.
Way better.
Way better.
And I just felt like we needed, some sort of, I guess, to have our summer to ourselves so that way we can reset and come back and give you guys the best content.
Yeah.
I think mind over matter, it's more better for our mental health.
Exactly.
Especially things with us going through in our own personal lives that we're like, we need this time for ourselves.
Seriously.
So we're back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know.
Don't forget about us. Don't put us out yet. But what have y'all been up to? Let's give him a little update.
Let's see. A whole lot of graduations I attended. I went to weddings. I've been to just a lot of family stuff, really. Reunions, especially. That was another one. And on top of that, too, I got sick. But we're back and we're definitely better now. Yeah. That's
Yeah, are you feeling better now?
Oh, yeah.
Good. That's
Oh,
good.
yes.
I've been having reunions too. Been working a lot of overtime and been traveling a lot, like to the Bay as of lately and out here. I just needed a break from my mental health because filming and putting myself on the camera, I feel like
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah,
because
it's overwhelming.
everyone got opinions. I'm tired of arguing with people every day. Like I needed my aura, my soft girl era. I wanted to be demure. So.
Very mindful.
Right, very cutesy.
Yeah, I'm happy I took this break though, because a lot of people are like, "Where's the podcast?"
I know.
Where's the podcast, and I feel like I had a lot of things under pressure on me, and I was dealing with personal things, and it's just like I can't fake the funk on the camera. So, yeah, I'm just happy I'm in a more elevated space, and I'm happier in this time around. Because I want to show real. I don't want to show fake love to y'all.
Right,
so, yeah.
right. Let's
Real.
be for real.
What about you, Lose?
I think I found I am a momty to my beautiful niece. And so I've just kind of been figuring things out on how to, I've never played this type of role before.
Mm-hmm.
So just stepping in and raising my niece has been a toll on me, but also stacking the bread, just making sure that I have
Yes,
enough to
very
take
much.
care of this child. But also just living with my parents, just loving on them and always trying to get more in tune with them and stay on the same track with them on what they would want and what I want. And just family matters for me for sure.
Priorities.
Yeah. So I think this summer I just kind of wanted to break from everything because with the podcast, we've been on go since, right?
Yes.
Go. And I just feel like I have been a disservice to my own family, like missing out on things. So I'm like, you know what? I think with this break, I think that we all need it.
Yeah.
I was just living in the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
had a lot of family time that, like, I think with the podcast, I was like, podcast.
Yeah.
Like replying to all the emails, like, oh, we want you here.
Right.
And, like, taking a break to actually have time with my family did give me, like, more relief. Probably too much time with them because, like...
I love it, though. Y'all was living it up.
Yeah. But every day
Yes.
was like a movie because I work Monday through Thursday, living caregiving. And then the weekend, like, that's the only time I have away from my job and time to do things like the podcast. But I'm happy I spent the summer with my family.
Yes.
If we needed it to recharge our battery.
Recharge.
Yes. But we've had a lot of, don't get me wrong, we've had a lot of great highs. Like, I think we're most grateful for is our B4REAL followers always checking up on us. I think we each get like messages from everybody, and we're always like, dang, it's good to know that we still have people who are still focused on watching and just listening to us. Like, could y'all imagine that our opinions and what we think matters to a bunch of people?
And that's crazy that you said that, Alyssa, just riding off of that too, because I be, just going out and about running my errands, might catch a flight here and there. And how about everywhere I go, they're still, even with our long break, they're just like, when are you guys coming back with another episode?
Yes.
I love your podcast and, it's different and things like that. And I'm just like, dang, for us just starting our podcast, look at the impact that we've made so far.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
And it's just for me, it's like the amount of love you guys are showing me.
Yep.
I haven't really received that much love outside of my family. And I'm just truly grateful for that. Give a big shout out to our bestie. Thank you for messaging us on the side and even checking on us too. Like, are you guys okay?
Yes.
Good. But yeah, this episode is for y'all to know what we've been doing this whole break.
Yes, and also shout out to everybody that's still reaching out to work with us. Networking wise, it's been a roller coaster. We're all still trying to figure out how to do this podcast live.
Right, no, literally.
And we're just thankful that a lot of you guys want to work with us. A lot of you guys are still reaching out to us, and we're taking it day by day, but we're coming back stronger than ever. I think with this break, we realize what times we need a break and what times we need to get serious and lock down, lock in,
get back into motion.
Yeah, and I think this episode is just a lock in episode. Like, we need to lock in.
Yes.
So we're locking in today, and hopefully we can bring you guys more content that is connecting to y'all. Just riding off of the networking. Hold on, because let me tell you guys, we got invited to go.
Tell them.
We got invited to go to the Pacific Feats in San Jose.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all for allowing the B4REAL podcast.
Shout out to Leandra.
Yes.
For the media
DZ,
package.
Cam, Tama, all of them. Yes.
We're still trying to recharge. So.
Yes. Honestly, just thank you for giving us an opportunity to be at the festival and to mingle. And I didn't get the chance to go, so I have been waiting for this moment for us to film so I can ask Miss Ipo and Miss The Exclusive, how was it? How was your experience?
I had the time of my life. Like,
Literally.
I had the time. That's all I can say. But I also went on stage with K Nova.
Yes.
Killed it.
I was so nervous because I never sang outside of church. Like, probably church is like less than 200 people. But I think they said there's 8,000.
There was a whole lot of people.
I think
it
more
was
than that.
packed.
It was like filled.
Yes.
And that was the biggest event that I've ever been to. I was so drunk. I was so nervous. But I'm so happy that K Nova even asked me and two other beautiful women for us to sing along with him on stage. It was definitely a lifetime experience, once in a lifetime. But I hope I can do it again sober.
And will.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to K Nova.
Right? Oh my gosh, his set.
Yeah.
Sorry, before
I heard his set.
And when Pound Game and all of them came out, I was like, okay,
Oh my
I'm going
gosh,
back to high school right now.
yes.
Like, this was Mary
I
Mac.
was so sad because I wanted to see Mary Mac. That's been my girl since high school.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh my
Listen, she called me by my name. Mary,
I'm
if you-
so Jay.
She
I'm
called me
so
by my
Jay.
name. I was like,
Oh
how do
my
you?
goodness.
And then right the day after, or like 2 days after, she had DM'd me on Instagram and was like, I wanted to come up to you and chit chat. I love your guys' podcast.
Oh my God.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shout out
Thank
to you,
so
Miss
much.
Mary Mac.
No, but you killed it. I'm gonna need your girl to come and perform out here in Salt Lake
Okay,
City.
you don't even know how much fans you have out here because
Yes.
let me tell you, you took over my whole high school era. So I'm just saying, all of the girls that I had in high school, we all know who Mary
Yeah.
Mac is.
I see you, baby.
Come and talk to me. If you treat me like a lady. maybe, possibly, you could rock. Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah, that's her, the one and only.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's sad, like when you sing his hit songs, like I take a hit for that guy.
Everybody, like when I tell you that he had the crowd in a chokehold, he would, girl.
I was crying because I was like, this is what I
Dude.
listened to on my road trips growing up. Like, you
Yes,
And then Mila being out there with the flag, just even,
Yeah,
it just,
putting up the big tees.
energy was just up there. I loved it.
it was so
Oh
lit.
my
And
gosh.
also, Ipo's husband.
Yes.
Yes.
How? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I seen his performance too.
Shout out to
How
Fat
were
Boy.
you feeling watching your man up there on the big stage?
You know, nothing new. As a manager, security guard. No, just kidding. No, it was, honestly, I was just so proud of him because for him being in and out of music because, again, priorities, but still being able to, you know, like perform at events like this. I was I was happy for him, but it was something that he needed more for him to kind of, you know, like remember, like for him to realize, like, you still got it.
yes.
Regardless, you know, taking a break and things like
Yes.
that. Like, look, and shout out to Nuke. He was the one that reached out to my husband to put him on the lineup, and it was a blast. It was such an
He
experience.
needs to be there again next year.
Yes. Put him on that roster
Just
again.
let him know. Yes, but we had a blast, and then just being able to see like everybody, like literally everybody, and just walking around and having like everybody come up, like, oh my gosh, you're Fat Boy. Oh my gosh, you're Epo from the podcast.
Oh,
like,
they were like the celebrity couple. They're like
low
Beyonce,
key. That's what
Jay-Z,
it
the
felt
Police.
like. But I was like getting
Clock
so
that.
nervous.
Clock that.
Yeah.
I was like
Clock
getting
that.
so nervous because I was like, I've never had that type of attention.
I was looking for Ipo like around because I got there a little late, and when I was looking for her, I just saw like a crowd of people, and I was like, hold on, and I was like, oh, that's her. And I was just recording her in her moment. And
It was good.
It
was
because
good.
you deserve that.
Thank
Both of y'all.
you.
You both of y'all been in this game. So
But yeah, and I love that, but you could tell that we were missing.
Yeah.
You could tell, you know, we weren't complete.
if you're a person that wants to be in
Yes.
an episode,
That'd be dope.
give us a reason why.
That'll be dope.
We'd love to know why you deserve this spotlight moment.
And don't be shy, you guys. Step out of your comfort zone because I seen you had posted on your story about don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Don't let fear stop you from living your best life, from exploring things and discovering things about yourself that you didn't know you enjoyed. We always focus on what we need to do for our future and how we need to get there, but we always forget to live in the present moment, to live in our authenticity and to enjoy the ride. There are times and moments in your life where you're gonna be like, dang, you're gonna have a self-discovery moment, and I hope that moment when it comes to you, you understand that things are meant to be the way they are because you are meant to discover them on your own. Be you, love you, always be that person to enjoy the now moments. Show love, give love, be love to love on love, do it all.
And that is so true because that was me. When you said that, I was like, dang, this is taking me back. That was me. But step out your comfort zone, and I promise it's going to take you to places you're going to be like, dang, I should have stepped out a lot sooner.
Yup. You see how we're giving you tips? That's very demure.
Free
of
game.
us.
Period.
Mhm. You see how we give you free game? Very mindful. Very mindful. Very demure.
I love it.
Also, too, I wanted to mention, like, so after the Pacific Feats Festival, I was, like, talking to some of the girls, and I was like, oh, I want to make this a TikTok. And I was telling them, I was like, we should have an added day. Because when I was with the girls I was with hanging out that weekend, my Bay Area sis pools.
Baddies.
Shout out to the Bay Girls.
Yeah, because the festival was hella lit. And we were like, 2 days is too short. We need 3 days. We need 3 days.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I
Right.
like that.
But if Pacific Feats sees this, me and the girls were talking, we're like, oh my gosh, they should have a day where it's like the West Coast, all, you know, our age group, the rappers and stuff.
Yeah.
So the people that we chose was like, they should have their own day. It should be a Friday or Saturday. And we were like Craig, Young Go, Stone Deuce, Thunder June, Motu Crazy,
Yes.
Fat Boy, and
That'll be
a
fun.
moment for Cuddy Banks. That would be a lit show too.
Yes,
That would.
A tribute to the West Coast artists. Okay.
Just giving ideas in case you guys are watching this.
And then
Yes.
please make sure you put dedicated to Be For Real podcast.
Yeah.
We're giving you ideas, putting you on game.
And all 3 of us will be there next time.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'll be there next time for sure.
Yes,
But I'm just
yes.
happy you guys got to experience.
It was
And I'm
dope.
happy that everyone came up to you guys and recognized you guys from
Our podcast.
our platform.
Like, it was just so crazy. Not only at the festival, girl, when we arrived into the airport, the ticket agents, I was just like, bro, like we've just started, but look at like all this attraction we're getting. Yes. Like, it's been so crazy, and we were just so grateful, but I need to work on my people skills, because I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you guys come up, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yes, like awkwardly. Like,
No,
I need to
I was
work
like
on
that too, because like some of when we were recording and stuff, like I don't know why, but like seeing like fans or besties come up to us, like it literally was like, I think for me, I was like overwhelmed in a way.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what the fuck? Like, y'all really watch us.
Right.
Y'all really fuck with us.
Yeah,
like,
Pookie.
I'm
Yes.
just like taking it all in. It was just a moment that
Yes.
I was like, I let Ipo do all the talking. I was like, I'm so sorry, Ipo. Can you be in the video? I'll just record you. But
That's
thank
fine.
you for holding it down for us.
Yeah, of course. Girl, thank us.
Yeah, shout out to the both of you for holding it down
Yeah.
and just showing it that Be For Reals at
been
that,
here.
you know, the presence is there at that festival.
Yeah.
Who was your guys' favorite artist that you guys met, and how was that experience?
Okay, period. You want me to start? Or
Yeah,
You can
and
start.
Okay, I won't say my husband, because y'all know I always say my husband, but it would be Fiji.
You met him?
oh my
Girl, just briefly. Took a little picture. And that was it. But I didn't get to really sit and like talk.
Yeah.
I was just like, you did so great. Took a picture. But just his concert,
He for
that
for
took me
sure.
back. You know what? He wasn't an artist, but shout out to Tamaja Bless.
Oh, I wanted to meet him.
He's always gonna bring the vibes, and he was definitely looking out for me, because the security guard was not trying to let me in, and he was like, "That's one of the artist's wife," and I was like, "Yes, put some respect on it, because you're trying to keep me out here. I'm supposed to be in there." So shout out to Tamaja Bless.
Yes,
Love him. He always gonna bring the
He's
vibes.
a dope-
He made the crowd lit.
He's a dope
Yeah.
MC.
And a dancer
So
too.
fun.
I bet y'all didn't. He was grooving. I got to meet his
Probably Chris
wife.
Brown.
Yes, she just had a baby and she was already there. I was like, "Girl, Kita is
Support
real.
her
Slow
man.
down."
I know, you're right.
But that's the only reason
Yeah.
why she came out, to support her husband.
Oh, that's
So,
so
yeah.
cute. What about you, Mila?
Saturday was J King. It was
See what I mean?
J King. I didn't want to say J King because I wanted to say J King.
No.
It was nice meeting him. It was his first time in America.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah, that was his first time out here, and they left so soon.
I know. They literally left. They didn't even come Sunday. Yeah.
Oh wait, also can I mention the weekend of Pacific Feats was the whole CrowdStrike thing. The flights.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
I almost didn't make my flight over there.
that part.
And
that part.
I was surprised that J King and them made it, because I guess they flew, and then the next day the CrowdStrike, all the flights closing and everything that happened. But it was so nice meeting him, and he was so genuine. I was asking him
And his team.
Yeah, his team too. Shout out to Ace, love you. Sis.
Shout out to Mila for introducing me to them, because Ace, let
Hey,
go.
she came through with the
Come
shot.
back.
Yeah. And her sister, and yeah, they're just so genuine. I love them. And
And his fiance.
oh, yeah, his fiance.
I have a video with her. I'm gonna have to upload it soon.
Yeah.
Keisha Cole. Oh, she is the Keisha Cole. She was over there
that.
singing.
Oh,
I love
Miss
that.
Cinderella.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Miss Cinderella. Shout out to you, Pookie.
Yes.
To her. And then I would say Sunday was K Nova.
Oh,
He
yes.
is my favorite because I just always been a fan of K Nova since I was a kid. But like
Yes.
seeing him in person, and his wife. Shout out to his wife.
Yes, Lele Noah, the girl behind it all.
Yes,
The
literally.
one.
Literally, I look up to them because whenever I see her stories, she's the one who's like uploading his music, pushing him. And I told my husband, I was like, babe.
It's giving a two-man team. They're literally like a two-man team.
No,
And they
really.
have, like, 10
No, really.
kids.
Girl, she's a writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
so-
is a writer.
Girl, tell me your secret, because how are you able to give birth to
How do you
twins and
look like
still,
that?
yes,
Beautiful,
literally.
right? Gorgeous.
Yeah, that's why I was so happy because I was in their booth. I was practicing with the girls for our performance, and I just saw her like watching all of her kids. I was like, oh my gosh, she's a real one.
Yeah.
With her
Yes.
So yeah, just seeing her be a mother and doing it all behind the scenes and seeing how they're doing it. They're a poly couple I look up to.
Yes.
And I wanted to meet Fiji, but he looked busy. Everyone's all, you know, they're always.
Yeah, that's why, girl. I
way.
just snap and go. I was like, I know you busy. I know.
And then Maoli, I met him already. Shout out to Maoli. I told her.
Shout out to Maui.
I'm gonna put in a clip right here. But
we gotta get him next.
Yeah, I told him last time I met him that he needs to be on the BF4REAL podcast. So hopefully we can get him on whenever he comes back out here.
How about these? I love Drew DC's set.
Oh my god!
Because when he brought out the poly mix, you remember the poly mix? What's going on? What's going on? When he brought out the poly mix,
I wasn't there. I was at the gate crying.
Don Julia, oh sorry, Don Julia, why'd you do that?
Sorry, I was so drunk after my performance with K Nova. Like, I was crying.
She was a big lady.
Like, sister, I miss you. Like, I was just a little messy, but I was away.
Let me find out. That's why Dinah pulled up literally in 2.5.
No.
Because it went from I didn't see Dinah all weekend. Oh, vale. Dinah, you're over there in the backstage. Let me find out. That's why she pulled up was because you cried too.
No, I don't know what. Shout out to Bevy Banks. Sis came through with
shout out to
the
Bevy.
drinks. After that, I don't remember that much, but I just remember like missing my sister, and my sister pulled up on me.
Yeah, shout out to you, DJ.
And I missed Drew DC set. I was
as soon as he started playing all the mixtapes he did with the Toko Uso.
Baby, you're all I need. You are too.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Girl, everybody was going crazy. Matter of fact, I feel like you should do a poly mixtape part 3.
Yes.
Because there's so much.
With
There's
the
so
new
many
up and
artists
coming.
now. Yes. Maybe even throw some girls in there.
Yes.
Like there's so many dope artists now. I feel like it would only be right to do that. There was just so many great performances.
Oh my gosh.
And you was killing it over there.
Throwing up the T's with the flag.
Killing it over there.
Yeah, the only red flag I see. Yeah.
Good red flag.
Oh my gosh,
Good
and the
red flag.
vendors.
Yes.
Dope. Listen, when I tell you so dope, like literally, okay, so it was like at the stadium, the PayPal stadium, and it's like a U.
Yeah.
Like a U.
Yeah.
Everybody had
Oh my god.
on both sides too, and there were so many. Shout out to Toko Designs. I got to meet them. They
Shout
were
out to
dope.
93 2K. Shout out to you.
Love her.
Evelyn.
Bomb.
Yes.
Check them out.
Yes.
And all the photo booths, like. and
Oh my
even
gosh,
the
that was
food.
hecka cute, the photo booth.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it the day I came to do it. Like Drew Deasy was there, and it was hella packed. Like I could not take my pictures.
I'm dead.
But there was so much people. Even I think Craig was in the audience.
Yeah.
he was interacting with everybody.
I love
Everyone,
that.
It was like a big reunion.
It really was. It was dope. It was dope.
Like no one was being stuck up. Like
They were like really interacting with
drama.
and that's so that's thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I thought like a few fights was gonna break out here. No, it was drama
No,
free.
it looked good.
Well,
That's the behind the scenes. Stay tuned bonus.
Did you guys have a hard time getting home after? Because of that whole system glitch in the airlines?
Oh,
No.
Oh, good.
It was the day, I want to say it was the day of, and the day before that, it was hard to, I was nervous. I didn't think we were going to make it out, or at least my husband. I had to make sure he came out.
Oh, you guys flew?
Girl, but we had to go on Southwest because Delta was down, but I'm just grateful it all worked out
I'm just
fine.
glad you guys made it there, made it safely back.
I know.
Had a good time.
I was like, out of all the times your system want to have issues, they want to be
for
today.
real.
They want to be this
I
week.
was like texting the group chat. I was like, oh hell
It's
no.
because it was a poly takeover of the system. Like every
probably what it was.
Polynesian and their
That's
mamas
probably
was
what it
flying out to
Somebody
San
must
Jose.
have went to the system like, they not coming over
Okay,
here.
like let's pull this because ain't no way all these 5,000 polys are gonna be up there.
I
It
was
was
so
dope.
desperate, like if they didn't accept my flight, because my flight was the latest 8 p.m. through LAX, and I hate LAX. But if they didn't come through with that, my backup plan was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take an Amtrak to San Jose. Like I was not gonna stay
Yeah,
home.
you're gonna make it.
We was gonna figure it out one
We
way
was
or
gonna
another.
make it one way or the
Literally.
other.
God, like,
One way or the other.
Oh, we were all stressing. Like we even started like think of backup plans. Do we have to get a rental? Even the rentals. I'm like, yes. So I was just like,
It was meant to be.
yes. I was like,
It
if
was
you
meant
want
to
us
be.
there, you gonna get us there. If you don't, that's
Yes.
okay. I'm okay.
Can we get into the outfits though? Because y'all was fly.
Thank you.
thank you.
Fly girls.
Thank you, Sissy Pooh. You guys already know. Then I feel like I say it over and over again, but really the TikTok
Promote
shop.
yourself.
The TikTok shop, y'all. The set was from Fashion Nova, but the boots and the hat was from TikTok shop.
Damn.
And everybody, I'm dead. I should have freaking pulled that bride off because if I could count how many times everybody was like,
Congrats.
I was like, girl, I've been married to this man for 10 years. I just had to wear this
No,
because
it's cute.
yeah, I liked it. It was
okay,
cute.
Represent your man.
I know.
And it was close to your guys' anniversary anyways.
And what we were so busy this summer, we didn't even remember. And it was our 10-year. Sorry, Bookie Boo.
Shout out to
I'm gonna make it up to you later.
Shout out to Ipo and her mans, because how long? What year? 10.
We finally hit 10, y'all.
Okay.
Double digits, yes.
Oof.
So
I know I
grateful.
ask you this question all the time, but
Ask me again. Ask me
what
again.
is the secret to holding it down?
You want the rated R version or the? You want the rated R version? You want the PG?
We want demure and
Okay, yes,
I'm very
yes.
mindful.
Yes, because our
we want the
besties.
rated R too.
Yeah, don't mind if we do.
After hours.
But really, it's just you gotta learn each other's love language. I know you guys have heard that before, but that's really what it is. Because what works for him doesn't necessarily work for me,
Yeah.
and what works for me doesn't necessarily work for him. So you gotta find what works for both of you guys, and don't give up. You're gonna have your storms, you're gonna have your ups and downs, but you know.
Sorry, don't mind me looking at my husband.
That's okay. People come say
Just
hi.
a
No, just kidding. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is, and how we're able, and our kids too.
Oh yeah.
Our kids.
Well, congratulations! Shout out to the
Thank you.
10 year.
Thank
You
you, sisters.
inspire
Thank you.
everyone. I'm pretty sure out there. So
yeah.
shout out to love. Love is love, and if your anniversary came up, happy anniversary. But most importantly, happy anniversary to
Thank
Ipo and her
you.
mans.
Oh, my anniversary came up too.
Period.
Yes, it did.
Okay, how many years are we going?
It did come
3.
up.
Yeah.
See, love is in the air. I love this. I love it.
Oh wait, I forgot about my anniversary. Well, I didn't forget about it.
See, it was the summer. The summer
No,
was.
yeah, the summer was busy.
Was summer,
I only
yeah.
saw my husband for like a day. I feel like just mentioning it on the podcast because I did mention it on TikTok. But like me and that's why I took a break too from the podcast because problems go on like with
Yes.
marriages and relationships. But I was happy that I got to spend my day with my husband on our special day, even though we're like going through it.
And her husband's
Yeah.
here supporting her, y'all.
But shout out to my man. Thank you to my man. And yeah, we're back and we're better. So
Yes.
that's that.
I have a question for you. Because you always say it all the time too, you're flying back and forth. Your husband lives here and then you're there working. How do you guys make that work?
Yes.
To be honest, it's basically like a long distance relationship for the both of us, but it's for the better. But we sleep on the phone every night, like
Take me back to my high school days.
that's how it feels, like 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Like we're on the phone 24/7.
Love it.
And then texting each other all the time. But we're literally like best friends. I feel like you mentioned it before, like everyone has that stage or they have phases in their marriage. And for me and my husband, I feel like we just had to go through things privately. Because if I were to be on the podcast, like I don't want to be throwing out my dirty laundry.
Right.
Yeah.
But taking a break and like people saying learning each other's love language, there's some things that I
love that.
like my communication skills. I would feel like if we argue and you go to sleep without like apologizing or talking to me, like that hurts my heart. Like
Yes.
like I will cry because of
Yeah,
that.
you carry that energy until the
Yeah.
next day.
Yes.
I was like, you're gonna let, like, what if I die in my sleep and you didn't say sorry? You know, because I'm like a
Right.
big daddy's girl. Like, I don't know, seeing how you grew up and everything. But my husband, he's different. He's like, oh, I'd rather just go to sleep and not talk about it because, like, I don't like confrontation. You know?
Oh, he must be related to my husband. They must be related. Yeah.
But like I think little stuff like that, we got to talk about it more, and I feel like I matured so much from this break from the podcast, and for us growing together and
Yes.
understanding a lot. So I don't want to say too much, but
Let's cop it up for growth
thank you.
and progress. Love that for you guys.
Very mindful, very cutesy.
And happy 3rd anniversary, y'all.
Yeah, shout out to both of my girls in their
Thank you.
anniversary. Okay.
Okay, but we're not gonna forget about
Okay.
who's gonna make an anniversary date for my girl over
Yeah.
here because
Oh, we need an episode for that.
she looking for a little bula thing, a little Fijian, maybe a little Samoan, maybe.
I love
Maybe if you guys are not related.
Maybe,
Goodness.
You think so? No, I want you to go the Fiji way.
Ooh, Fiji. Fiji water.
Pulovi Naka.
Love it.
No, I'm happy, I'm content with where I'm at. I mean, if a relationship comes, a relationship comes. I'm not too, but I love just listening to love stories because it inspires me to, never stop giving up on love.
Yeah.
I think that's the number one for me.
And I can't wait, Los. I can't wait till you're one.
Oof.
Till when that one comes, we jumping on this episode. We're gonna make a bigger introduction.
When everyone comes, you guys gonna know. Everyone invited. Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody invited to the wedding because it's gonna be that type.
I love it and good luck. Because remember, you gotta get her dad and her mom's approval first, and then all her brothers.
And you need all the gifts, talking gifts.
Just thumbs up, okay? Thumbs up. When I give you the thumbs up, you're good.
Yes.
But a lot of our besties, they just kind of, I don't know, I guess they want to get to know us a little more.
They're trying to know something.
Yeah. And in honor of Tongan Language Week, because if you didn't know, we're all T's over here. But in honor of Tongan Language Week, our besties want us to say where we're from, where our parents are from in Tonga, just because I don't know, for Tongan Language Week, they want us to relate back to our roots. I don't know if you guys ever seen the video of Steven Adams.
Hailele, aku au fia popoi, o tātou tupu, ke nao ngawi ma lohi, kia usia, I nao ngai, tau mua. Pia awa, ngalo, ai tau ki whanua. I'll take it from here, love. Happy Tongan Language Week, ofa lahi atu.
Ofa ke mamau hawi ke lea whakatonga whakawhawhau pito ofa lahi atu mea Valerie Adams and
Benny. Call me Benny.
With his sister Valerie, and he's trying so hard to speak Tongan.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to know that you are valid no matter what. It doesn't matter if you speak the language or not. You are Tongan. If you have
blood.
Yes. If you have Tongan blood in you, you got Tongan blood in you. You're Tongan. But like Benny Adams said, he kind of biggers off and says to remember the island that we came from.
Yeah.
Because our island is a very humble island, and our island is a very small, very
And we're friendly too. I promise we are.
Yes, definitely. So let's just remember our islands and where we're from, and let's give a little word of the day. I think you guys want that because I think we should do that, right? A little Tongan word. Give us the word of the day from each of us, the definition, and how you would use it in a sentence.
Okay, so I am from Hasini, Nomuka, and Hakame. My mother is from Hasini, and then my dad is Nomuka Hakame, through and through.
Okay.
What is your village known for too?
Hasini, they get down. I don't know. To be honest, that's just going off my memory when I went to Tonga. But Hakame, everybody knows them for Loi Hosti.
Yeah.
Loi and the best of the best, yes. So that's where my parents are from. And then my Tongan word of the day I'm going to say is Whakasasele. Whakasasele.
Use innocent.
Use Whakasasele, the definition, let's say crazy?
Yes, crazy.
Yes, crazy. So
ballistic, out of this world, mind not in the same place. You're just nuts.
Sometimes, definitely. So how would I use that in the sentence? I'm trying to think of how to keep this.
Say it in Tongan if you can.
Okay. Tuko whakasasele mo e whakapiko.
Oh.
Did that make sense?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because that's what my mama would always.
Yep.
Okay,
yep,
thank you.
Yep. I love that. Okay, Milavu, what village is your parents from? And then a Tongan word and the definition. Say it in a sentence, if you can.
Okay, I feel so bad, but I don't remember what village my mom is from. It's like on the top of my head, but the only ones I can think of is my dad's side, which is Vava'u and Tefiti.
Sisipu. Mama Mataela, right?
Yeah.
Fo'ui.
Oh, Fo'ui. That's the word. My
Fo'ui.
bad.
Yes.
Shout out to my village.
Yes, you're right.
I think what we're known for, the Mataelas, is Mafana.
Yes.
And we're so thought-filled too. And for me, coming from an American, I don't know the exact definition, but from when it was used for me, it's like being crazy and turning up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
it's not my fault now. Like, you know, we're like chickling and everything.
It's like good vibes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thought if you all would explain it, like, whenever we're going out and it's time to go home, we're like, no, we are not going home tonight. And, you know,
It's like never folding, never backing down. Like,
The few is not enough. We haven't had enough yet.
ever.
We're not full yet. We're going to get there.
we're going to keep going.
Yes.
We'll fall out.
Right.
Yes. Okay. My mom is from Leimatu Avava'u. Shout out to the 6 Pound family.
Period.
And my dad is from Tatakamotonga. My mom's island, they're actually known for 6 Pound, like the 6 Pound corned beef.
Yes.
The story was corned beef went to Tonga, all over Tonga, and it came to their little island last. So because it came to their island last, they were so pissed off that they grabbed the 6 Pound and started throwing it on the ground. So if you ever go to a Leimatu function,
Yes, and they just
and you
throw
see
it.
them grab the 6 Pound and start throwing it and beating it up, it's because the distribution system came to Vava'u last, and they was really pissed off. And they're just people who like throw down. Once the 6 Pound gets thrown down, it's like activation for everybody to start turning up.
Yes.
But my dad is from Tatakamotonga, and his island is known for the elegant dancing, the very composed music. My dad is
lost his TikTok.
yes.
It's all making sense.
Yeah,
It's
my
all
dad's a
making sense.
composer and a choreographer, and they're known for that. There's a saying, whenever my dad's island does a dance, it's like loud as thunder because they're so passionate about what they do, and the words that they say are used in royalty only. And so, yes, that's where my dad is from. And yeah, those are them two mixed up. My dad's shy, but my mom's very out there. So it's like a good mix.
Yes, opposites attract.
Opposites attract for sure. Because I always be sitting there like, how
did this happen?
Yeah, I'll be like, Mom, how did you bag Dad? And Dad, how did you? And my mom's just like, because, I got it like that. I'm like, ew.
It was her kapapulu.
It was. She threw it out, and then he fell in love.
He was like, oh, I got to bag that one.
I'm hungry,
Let
and
me
you got
entertain
us
her.
the food. Okay, I got you. I got you, Mommy.
I see what you did, girl.
And I'm gonna zoom in real quick. My Tongan word of the day. Are you guys ready? My Tongan word of the day is balaku. Balaku meaning ugly. You just have a bad personality. You're not supportive. If that's just balaku. Okay. To use it in a sentence.
Use it, Lose. Use it in a sentence.
Tuku homoanga balaku. Kamoanga loto lele. Whakatoa ki lalo.
Period.
Whakatoa ki lalo means demure. Very, very demure of you.
I love
Don't
that.
be ugly, be demure.
Ooh.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
That's a whole reel right there.
For
Thank
tuning
you.
in. No, for real.
But I just remember, I was like, oh, demure. Whakatoa ki lalo. It's like, I'm humbled down. Because demure is like shy.
Right.
Like that. So classy.
You heard it here
Anga
first.
whakatoa ki lalo.
Okay.
Demure. Okay. Okay, so this was a question from one of our besties. This is actually just a shout out, but one of our besties said Mila was a whole vibe at the Pacific Feats because she was in the crowd mingling. So shout out to Mila Boo again and April for being out there and throwing it down, because our besties recognize us anywhere.
Shout out to y'all for supporting
Anywhere.
us. Yes. Everyone.
Yes.
I love making new friends.
Yes.
Not for
I love it
myself.
too.
Yeah, like, and don't be afraid to come up to us. Like, we're very, very new to this game. Like, we have no fame to our name.
We're not stuck up.
Yes.
Me personally, I just get shy.
Yeah, that's all it is. So if we do
Yes.
come up, it's because we're still learning.
Yeah, getting used to the process. And sometimes we be doubling like, wait, you want a picture with us? Like,
right.
Because, or me, whenever
who are
someone comes up to me,
us?
I'm like, what? You want a picture? So we appreciate you guys for just constantly showing us love.
But it's the Bay. Okay, shout out to the Bay Area, period. Because every time I go to the Bay, I kid you not, the energy and just the people So loving.
No,
Top
'cause I
tier.
wanna
All good
move
vibes.
out
Top
there.
tier.
I told my dad I wanted
Yes.
to move out there.
How well did you hear that, sir? He said no.
He don't want to move from Utah. My husband's like a homebody.
Yeah,
Me,
and that's yes, more
I'm
Utah.
Like I
home.
will fly out every other weekend. I'm actually flying out every other weekend this month.
It was just crazy because every time, if I go there for a funeral, a wedding, whatever,
It's just a good
yes,
vibe.
and it's always because of the people. Like you guys, shout out to y'all because you guys are just always good vibes. Thank you.
I feel like the
Yes.
difference from LA and the Bay is like LA's more laid back and the Bay Area is like more mafana.
Yes.
Like, they're like, we're gonna turn up.
Yeah, like they're not shy. Like if they know you they're gonna come up and say hi. They're gonna
Yes.
come up and like like acknowledge you in some type of way.
We gonna be in the base soon.
Yes. Oh, I missed that. I remember what you said. I remember what you said. You better hold on to that, and I'm gonna hold you to it.
Yes, let's
Okay.
tell him.
So September 15th, we got invited to a content sesh. Shout out to See Me Photography.
Yes.
We're gonna be out there with that whole weekend, and we're gonna be shooting some content for some what's it called?
It's like a Polyconnect network.
Yes,
There's a lot of
networking.
merch, and we're gonna be wearing it, and they're gonna be dressing us
We're gonna
up.
be motolos.
Yes, there's hairstylists, makeup artists. Literally everybody's gonna be there.
Yeah, and they want us. They want us.
Like we took a break and everyone is still
What?
like what?
So we're gonna be in the Bay from the 15th.
And it's just the day
15th.
That weekend.
Yeah, that weekend.
Yes.
That weekend.
So the weekend of the 15th, if you guys are in the Bay Area and you guys are content creators, or if you're podcasters yourself and you want us girls on your podcast, let us know. Let's
We can do
link.
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's connect.
Please, yes. Like for real, especially if you feel like being an influencer content creator is your passion.
Yes.
Like we're not ma at all to tell you how to do it, how we started,
Yeah.
what to do, like things like that. So come up to us.
We
Or
want everyone to win. So.
yes.
Because there's enough room
Yes,
for
or give an
everybody.
opportunity for our besties to do a meet and greet.
Yeah.
We'll- just stay tuned to our stories. We might just post a location and tell everyone to pull up on us.
Yes.
Ooh,
So
we should.
if you
That'd be
out there
fun.
in the Bay, pull up on me. Okay, that's
That
what I'm
part.
gonna say.
That part.
Okay, so another question that I have is, what was the turning point in your life that made you put yourself first for once?
I'll start.
Okay.
Okay. For me, I realized it when the turning point for me to start putting myself, because let's take it back. As the oldest, I feel like with our younger siblings and our parents, we're looking out for them, making sure they're straight, making sure mom and dad's straight. And that's how I grew up for so long. And then I got married and had kids. Now my priority is I got to make sure my husband's straight. I got to make sure my kids are straight. So I was always pouring into everybody else's cup and not mine. And I finally felt like it was taking a toll and I needed to be a little more selfish with with me was last year. I just realized like you keep pouring and pouring and pouring. Who's pouring into you?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I knew I had to putting myself first though, when I realized I had to do that, especially with just everything. Like I just realized like it just feels better.
Yeah.
Before I used to just be like, dang, no, that's so selfish. Like I got to take care of them. I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. But how can you do all of that if you're not taking care of yourself?
Self. Yes.
So-
You're definitely the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sissy Post.
I can see
But yeah,
that.
And how has it been?
it's been great. Just last year, and I feel like with my content, that's what made me start putting myself first. Was like, dang, like everybody has their goals. Like people want to do music and this. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do,
Yeah.
so I was like, I gotta.
Figure it out.
Figure out myself.
Yeah.
Like, what do I want to do?
Yes.
And it just happened to be like it was literally just unfolding. I was still blind to it, and I was
And it
like,
was just being yourself too.
Exactly.
That's
Honestly, your personality is just a whole vibe in itself.
thank you. And I get that a lot. That's crazy. That's the first thing that I get a lot. But I'm just like, dang, like, I just like talking. I just,
Yes.
and
But
if I
that's
feel
what I love about your
comfortable-
content creating too
Yeah.
is you're very truth. Like you're real. You're not hiding anything.
Yeah.
It's all just
It's so easy for her to make
Yes.
friends.
Yeah.
yes.
Because Oh, another thing, we played at a pickleball tournament this summer, and we got bronze.
Yeah.
Shout out to the bronze squad.
Top three, okay.
And
Yeah.
shout out to Ipo because there's a lot of family members that she met of mine for the first time. And girl, like when she pulled up, like she was meeting everyone. I was like, oh, do you guys? She's like, no, I just met her. I was like, oh,
That's my people.
Yeah,
Like we can
I
just
love
instantly
it.
click. Like I'm
That's your
always good vibes.
personality,
Yeah.
so connecting.
Thank you guys. I try and I just try to be like that because that's what I want in return.
Yes.
You know, what you give is what you attract.
Reciprocation.
Yeah.
Yes. What about you, Mila?
I think with me, I don't know. I think with me, I used to be like not like Ipo all the way like outgoing, but I was a lot of outgoing, like making a lot of friends with girls and stuff. And I think for me, I'm kind of like the opposite. I set myself back a little. Because, like, I was always the ones checking on, like, oh, sis, are you okay?
Yes.
Like, you know, being very social. And I think this summer I made it, like, a commitment to myself, like, to be okay with saying no. Like,
Yes.
if I can't make it, like...
I love that.
I feel bad because people are like, oh, you're mean. I was like, I think I've been setting boundaries where, like, you cannot talk to me like that.
No, that
Boundaries
part.
are needed.
Yes.
Boundaries are
yes.
important.
Yeah, and, what else? Yeah, I've just been okay with saying no and... putting myself first. I also tend to... I think being, like, Tongan, we always, like, you know, oh, you need anything?
Yeah.
Like,
We're
I
like
got you.
so quick to help.
Yes.
And, like, people said, like, I was pouring myself into others, and I was seeing, like, the way they would treat me back. Like, you know, if I need something, it's not, like, the same in return. So I would just peep certain things, and I think that's why I became, like, a little more antisocial in a good way. To just to protect myself and put
your boundaries.
my boundaries and my priorities, putting myself first. So it's kind of hard because, you know, we're just so loving.
I know.
Like being able to do that as an adult, I feel like it's maturing in a way. And I've been growing a lot this summer.
Yes.
And you
I
sure
love
have been. I'm so
that.
proud of you.
Thank
Lots
I
of
love
growth.
that.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
can I just say the glow on you is crazy? Like, I can just see the glow in your aura of you choosing yourself.
Thank you, sister.
Girl, let me find out you only be glowing like this when it's around. Let me find out she be glowing like this when it's around.
When me and my man are good, I'm good. So,
Hey, but that's part of choosing yourself first is making your relationships a priority.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you guys said, when you spread yourself thin amongst everybody else, you're missing out on the important things, like your family, your spouse, your kids. And it's like, why am I focused on the outside world when I should be focused on myself and my relationships?
Exactly.
I think, this summer, I think like I said, I have so many friends, and I think the closest person I got to was my husband.
That's
So,
beautiful.
Say it louder.
my man.
My man.
He knows.
I am in love with
Would you like to come over here and say some nice things about your wife?
No, he's very shy. I like my husband like that, though.
Yeah,
like, oh,
Very
stay
shy.
low-key.
Him and Otis was over here talking about when are we gonna get on? When are the stallions gonna get on?
They will not get on.
We all
You want to
did.
get on? Come over here,
He said, put me on.
Okay,
Come on.
2026, we got you. Okay, Miss Losa, baby, we didn't forget about you. Come on,
Yes,
Bookie.
yes. I chose myself this year. I did. I'm all about self-love, being a self-love girl.
Yes.
And just like you two, spreading my love to everybody because I feel like everybody needed a piece of my love just so that they can know that you're beautiful just the way you are. And if it takes me showing you that you're gorgeous, then I'm more than happy to be
yes.
that person. But this year I decided, now I need to take a step back and actually feed into myself and feed into things that I like doing instead of always doing everything that everyone else wants to do. And I'm a family girl. I'm a parent's girl. I don't even know how to say that. Daddy's girl, mommy's girl, whatever. I'm a parent's girl. So I think just feeding into learning about my parents now that they're getting older and seeing like what they like, what they dislike is not only feeding myself, but getting to learn everybody around me that is important to me. Choosing myself is a very lonely road. I realized that a lot of the people that I used to hit up, it's like they don't hit me up. So it's a, it's a learning curve for me, but it's not something where I'm like hurt about it. It just makes me like learn like who's actually there for me through my growth and who's actually there for me through it all. And I'm so grateful for the podcast because it helped me learn you guys, especially because like when we first met, Ipo, we just passed by in concert.
Yes.
You know, Mila, I know her through DJ, and it's like we never ever had conversations like this. So choosing myself, and I think it started when I did this podcast. That's when I chose myself because I was always willing to do other things for people, like everything, like, oh, you need it, I got it. Yes, like, oh, you need it, I got it. Oh, you need it, I got it. And finally I was like, you know what, no, I can't come, I'm filming a podcast. Like, no, I'm sorry, I gotta study
yourself first.
Exactly. And then I started realizing like, dang, I know my worth, but now seeing it and choosing it, it's like a different ball game. And I'm getting closer to my siblings, just learning them, seeing my brother, he's a recovering addict. And so a lot of my choosing me was understanding the mindset of an addict and not, you know, putting him down for the road that he's been on, because he's been homeless, he's been on drugs, he's been doing all that, and it's been so hard for me to understand him. So finally choosing myself, I was able to learn about my brother, hear him out, and see the things that he likes, because I don't know, you guys have a sibling that's a bestie. Each of you guys have a sibling, one sibling that
you're closest to.
And so this brother of mine, ever since he was out on the streets, I really lost my best friend, my built-in best friend, where I could confide in things that nobody else knows about me. So with him going through recovery, we had to build a new bond. It was a new relationship of a brother and sister bond that's different from what I'm used to. And choosing myself helped me learn that mental health is very important. I don't play about that. I really don't. Like, seeing people who has gone through so much mentally and other people knocking their mentality down, I'm an advocate. Like, if you ever do that in front of me, I'm probably going to knock you down. I'm just saying, like, I it's so important. But anyways, choosing me this year has been nothing but beautiful environment, beautiful creations, like meeting new people that is there for me, or it does appreciate the stuff that I bring to the table.
I love that.
So shout out to y'all. Thanks for that question. But
we're getting so deep.
I know. So shout out to recovering addicts too. If you guys are recovering.
I wanted to mention something about that too, because I feel like, especially out here, you know how common it is. Again, I know it's everywhere else, but when you have family that actually have been through that type of lifestyle, I'm not gonna lie, that my brother, he also went through the same thing, and that's what changed my mindset a whole lot. And it's crazy because when other people view an addict, right, instantly, ew, or see a lalo, right?
Yes.
And it wasn't until, like, everything you said, like trying to understand, like, that was the hardest part for me about my brother. But once I got to understand him and his friend, they are the most dopest people. Like, they're just, they're so down to earth.
Yes.
They're the nicest people ever. And that's why I'm grateful that my brother had, you know, walked that path and is now, you know, living a lot better now, because of him, I look at the homeless a lot different. I treat them just like a regular human being.
Yes.
So shout out to your brother. I love that. We should have an episode with him for sure.
Yes. I think it would be awesome to have somebody in that path. And
but whenever he's ready, because I don't want to put too much pressure on you.
No, he's actually doing like a sobriety program. So he's 6 months into sobriety.
Congratulations.
Shout out to my brother.
Yes.
And he's actually going to be graduating soon from the program. And
that'll be a great way to celebrate.
And talking, just, I know we're kind of like everywhere with our topics, but just talking about people who are recovering addicts. Don't talk to them like they're stupid. Don't talk to them like they don't know what you're talking about. Don't talk to them like their past is ugly, so you're higher than them. Instead, actually get to know them through their mentality and actually see the way that they think, because it's different.
Yeah, and sometimes all they need is just love. Like, hey, I know you went through that, but I still love you. That's just hearing that from my brother, that's when I used to be like so hard on him, like, why are you like this? And why?
Yeah.
He was like, when I heard it from him, I was like, dang.
Yeah.
That just triggered for me to. Okay, yeah, we can go on and on about this.
Honestly. But yes, shout out to recovering addicts. If you are one out there and you just happen to follow upon our podcast, we appreciate your willing to change. It's not easy. It's not something that you can just do overnight. So thank you for being that part of that change.
Someone asked if we can talk about polys dating outside of the culture. What do you guys think about that?
Love that. We can definitely talk about that. I love it, honestly, because this is just going off of what I've seen, but every Polynesian that marries outside of the culture, somehow, some way, they end up blending the culture too. Like so I think that's real dope. And then also for those marrying into the culture, you're built different because it's not easy. It comes with a lot. It does, but also it's very rewarding. So
yeah.
It just depends. That's just my take on it.
Yeah, I love it too. I mean, like me personally, I want to date outside of the Polynesian community or date anyone that is, whatever attracts love is
right.
love. Yeah. But if you are dating someone outside of the Polynesian community, that's beautiful. Yeah. Like Ipo said, like just have thick skin because some polys, let's be real, like the tongue kavengas and stuff, like the things that we have to throw money in for, it's a lot.
It is. It is. And I've seen it stir up a few marriages. It can cause some problems, but I feel like to avoid all of that, when you're dating, like, take your time to get to know the family as well. Like, literally, take your time. There is no rush, y'all. Like, really take the time.
And if you're poly dating outside the culture, you need to let them know too what they're gonna get into.
Yeah.
Just so they're like, wait, what?
Friend, don't just throw them to the wolves.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about that because let's play a scenario out.
Okay, let's go.
Let's say, in this type of situation, the guy is a Polynesian guy, and the girl is from outside. Okay. Family starts yelling at the girl for something. Who does the guy choose? Does he choose his family? Does he back up his family? Or does he back up his wife? Let's say she's a wife. His wife in this situation.
In that situation, I would hope he would stand up for, I'm going to say her. I'm going to be her. I hope he stands up for me. Because especially if I'm not knowledgeable, I don't know, and everybody's already in my ear, like, I hope I can at least have somebody on my side to vouch for me or have my back. Yep. But that's just my take on it.
My husband better stick up for me, because if he doesn't, then find somebody else to
play with. No, just kidding.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, but your husband should always be on your side. I think in the polyculture, for the boys, they always have to stick up for their sisters, the fahu role and all that. But I think in general, you just need to stick up for your wife. Even the fahu stuff, like, just stick up for your wife.
And I feel, sorry, just to add on to that too, because an experience just came back to my head. If your husband needs to be solid enough to be that middleman, because remember, you are what's bonding them together.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I feel like the only person that can diffuse that and avoid that from happening is the husband.
Yeah.
So
what's crazy? Shout out to Envy, my sister-in-law. I remember her saying something. They're like putting me on game because when I first moved in with my husband and his family, and I would visit his cousins all the time, they're like putting me on game, like, if me and my sisters ever had a problem with you, we wouldn't go directly to you. That's messy. We would go to Paku and tell him how we feel, and then he would exchange words.
Right.
Cause I didn't see it as like that. I was like, well, we're cool, we're besties.
Right.
But what's that word? I don't know. It's like diffusing the situation.
Yeah.
Just out of respect for keeping
like,
your relationship with them
exactly, and not making both parties mad.
Yeah,
so really,
exactly. Yeah. I mean, and that's the way that it should be.
Yeah,
is addressing it through
awkward too. So
I would hope that the husband would stick up for his wife, but also educate the family. Like, dude, you guys have to understand that this is now my family.
Exactly.
And so that's how I look at it. I've had to learn the hard way too with my brothers and their wives. Like, I'm not gonna be throwing it behind the bush, but I've had to learn that my brothers, their wives are who is their family now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's them that's gonna go home. You know,
Yes.
they don't live with us. And shout out to my sister-in-laws. You guys are beautiful. And I apologize for being weird and rude if I was ever.
But we're all about growth, and now we're demure, and
Yeah,
now we're
very
cutesy and
intentional.
mindful.
What's crazy is like before marriage, I was always like, I'm always gonna put my family first. Like,
Yes.
my husband need to slave away and stuff. But like as I got,
Ooh, you made him wake up real fast.
it's like I don't know if you've been around my family, you know, like what our in-laws are like real ones. They are like they really put up with our family. 'Cause we could be a little crazy. But I was always like, my family first. Like, my husband, he need to do everything my mom says and all that. And then when I got married, after I got with him and I learned from his family, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't ever want my husband to feel like the way that I was grown up to.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I feel like sometimes if you like disobey, like say if I was a male and if I was my mom's brother and I was to disobey her, I would feel like, oh my gosh, I'm disobeying my family. Yeah. Like, I'm not putting my family first.
Yeah.
But after you get married, it does change a lot.
Yeah, Losa 10 years ago, that's me. I was like, you better choose us.
Yeah.
You better choose your family.
Yes.
But Losa now grown,
Yes.
very demure, very
Yes.
knowledgeable. I'm like, no, choose your family first. At the end of the day, that's your family.
I think that's so normal, though.
Yeah.
It always starts off a little rocky, but later on down the road, it all becomes clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's funny.
How do you feel about having someone dating outside of the culture?
It's not really outside of the culture because my husband, he always wear big tees, so
I don't know. Not just
No, that last
I'm just kidding.
episode with Tazi, you said he was
Right.
SS.
Let's pick and choose what he want to be.
no, my husband's half Samoan, but he really reps his tongue inside. Like, so I've been seeing this online a lot because sometimes there's like mixed opinions, but there's always girls who like always shade the poly boys when they date.
Palangis.
Palangis.
I've been
What do you
seeing
think
that.
about that?
I've been seeing that a lot on TikTok. But and it's out here. That's why I'm just like, since I was yay high, I've seen that. I kind of grew up thinking that was normal. Because there's a lot of Hafkasis out here, very beautiful and absolutely love.
Yes.
I honestly don't see no problem with it. The problems start to come, again, later on throughout marriage when gavengas and stuff like that start to happen. But I don't know. The ones, though, let's bring on another side. If the poly boys are going to date up Palangi girls and the Palangi girls are kind of like throwing it in our poly girls' face, okay, you gonna get what you're
That's
gonna get.
very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because you're
Because
gonna get what's coming to you if you do that.
Because let's be real, the dating pool in the Polynesian community is very small.
Yeah.
Very small. There's not much single people out there in the poly community.
Dang, really?
To me, as a single person, like it's very small. So if they have a preference of dating outside of the culture, why isn't it an issue?
Right, exactly.
Because obviously they're not gonna like us if we were to ever talk or date. That's what they like.
And why is that a problem?
Like whenever poly girls are dating outside the culture, like, oh yes, girl, you better get your bag. And then when our poly men do it to other cultures, like the girls like hate. So that's why I just been seeing so much. Like, we should support our poly men just as much as we support our Polynesian
Yeah,
men.
let them love whoever they want to
Yes.
love. Because I love it. I do.
Honestly, there's no
You
problem.
know who's cute too? Your nephew, is it Journey?
Oh my
JJ.
goodness.
I love
Yes.
them.
Okay, JJ and Mia, y'all made our podcast.
Y'all don't know me, but like after seeing you guys on Ep.11.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very cute. They're very, very cute. And they're still going strong.
I
So
love that though. And again, like I love that they take the time to learn about us.
Yeah.
And vice versa. If you're dating someone outside, take the time to know their
Yes.
culture and their family. Not just them learn about us because we don't know about the Palangi culture like that, or
you're going to start problems like that.
right, or the Miko culture, or the like we don't know anything. So learn about them too. Take the time to date outside of the culture if you want to.
Yes.
Me, I'm a fob girl. I like me a good fob.
You better get it.
Y'all stay tuned to Lost stories because that's the type she.
No, and we're gonna try and do an episode with Leslie with the balloon. With the balloon, we're gonna try and do that.
Whoa.
We need a
Surprise!
we're gonna do the balloon challenge.
There's gonna be just crickets wall. Like,
No, we're gonna
walk
make it
in
pop.
and
We're gonna.
Oh,
there's just
look at that
nothing.
area over there too.
It's giving balloons. Period. Things that you wished you did when y'all was younger versus how life is today,
Oh, like any regrets? Oh, actually no. It said
or just
what you did.
anything in general.
Ooh, I wish I took sports seriously. Like, I was so into it in high school, and it's crazy, okay? Because if we had the same type of incentives that these athletes have, where they get paid in college to
Okay.
play,
That'd be motivating.
that would not
Going
only
back to school.
motivate us, but it would me personally, like, because back then our only incentive was a full ride scholarship, a free education, but now the incentive is money, scholarship. The University of Utah just
Trucks,
gifted
vehicles?
trucks to their players, and it's like,
Where was that during our?
dude, honestly, because I was such a sport girl, like,
Yes.
and watching the Olympics made like me so proud to be a USA girl, but then also watching the Olympics made me also think like I can do that.
I could have done that. Yes,
I can do that.
Throw on there too.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, but I do. Lost, I'm not gonna lie. The whole time I was watching the freaking Olympics, I was over there thinking, I was like, I could have run track.
Yes.
I could have done high jump.
No, do you know that they're having a pickleball? Pickleball is gonna be in the Olympics.
As they should, because the breakdance.
Girl.
We'll take breakdancing out. We'll put pickleball in.
No, girl.
Because love you.
No, because if I knew that she got qualified for breakdancing, I would have been there.
We would have represented.
I would have been there.
We would have represented USA.
No, I would be representing Tonga. I'd be representing Tonga, and then watch Tonga be like, she's not from Tonga.
But you know what's even more crazier? It didn't matter what type of light that she was in. I know everybody was clowning her from when it was aired out. She getting money now.
Dude,
Just off of us all
endorsements
clowning.
like crazy. Yes, girl.
I gotta see the break.
Clown on me too, everybody. I don't care. Clown on me as long as I get this.
Okay.
Hey.
If I knew that getting on the floor and just putting your hands up like this was gonna get you to the Olympics, I would have been there. I would have been there, done that like last year.
We're gonna go practice after this. We're gonna go
No,
practice.
I'm over here watching like the shot putting the discus. I'm like, I can do that.
I know.
I'm
I
sitting
know.
like,
She won.
dude, yes.
Yes. the
Shout out to the
discus.
Polynesian queen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have changed anything. I'm a baddie, so I feel like
Through and through.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Because I feel like when you say I wish I changed, like no, girl, you can't change it. So I like how my life is right now. So.
Love that answer.
No, me. Okay, me. I'm just gonna make it fast. Yeah, I would have taken education and sports a lot more serious.
Yes.
I would have taken my time falling in love, but
I can cue the falling in love song.
I felt no. Honestly and truly, I feel like I would have went far with either basketball or volleyball.
Ooh.
But you know what? I'm over here excelling at motherhood and being
Yes.
a wife.
That's even better. Okay, period.
Motherhood is better than any hood.
Thank you,
Okay.
guys. Period.
Thank y'all for staying tuned. The topics that we talked about today were
Everywhere, but it was well needed.
Oh, this is our first
giving
time
a little
back.
summary. We hope we covered a lot. Thank you guys for staying tuned. I know y'all missed us.
O whake mo mao halea whakatonga fia mo whonu ke les ia. Mia mau tolu kia te ki mau tolu o mau ofalahi atu. Tako e mau whakaamupe ke mau whakato ki lalo. Demir,
That's
okay?
the new word of the week,
Okay?
yes.
Mo
1, 2, 3.
whakato ki lalo. Okay? Mo anga whakato ki lalo and you gonna find out.
Period.
Period. Bye, besties. Thanks for watching the B4REAL podcast.